welcome back to another episode of Home Ec with Julie Geck. I hope you liked my spooky little intro just to give you guys an idea of what to expect in this video. First, we're gonna make stuffed bell peppers that I tried to cut out into jack-o'-lantern faces. I saw the idea on Pinterest and I thought I would give it a shot. Hopefully if you try this recipe, it will turn out a little better. If you do try it, tag me on Instagram so I can see your creations. But after the recipe, we're gonna decorate the house. Jeff and I decorated the whole front yard. We got a bunch of inflatables and spider webs and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to show you guys that. Halloween is my favorite time of year. I love the decorations. I love the fall weather. I love going to pumpkin patches and carving pumpkins. It is my favorite time of year. But right now in Vegas, it's still in the 90s, so hopefully it will cool off a little bit and start to feel like fall. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to eat cozy food and decorate my house for Halloween and live my spooky life until Halloween comes. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get right to the recipe.
So we're gonna get started cooking the rice. I just used the Rice-A-Roni box and I followed the instructions according to the back of the box. Here I'm just mixing the raw rice with some butter and the water according to the directions on the box. And then I do add in the seasoning packet and I'm gonna just let that simmer until they're fully cooked. Next I'm going to attempt my jack-o'-lantern face in my first bell pepper. And I wanted to add eyes and a spooky little mouth, and so this was my attempt at that. If you guys do try this, definitely tag me on Instagram so I can see your creations. I'm really excited about this idea. So I'm going to go ahead and dice up one whole green bell pepper along with one whole white onion. And in a pan, I have a big drizzle of canola oil. Always use canola oil. It's a very flavorless oil and it has a high heat point so it won't burn super easily. So I add those onions and then the green bell peppers, and then of course season every layer, so I added salt and pepper. So I'm going to give the bell peppers and onions a big stir, and then I'm going to mix up the rice again. You just don't want the rice to stick to the bottom of your pan. I have made that mistake too many times, so just keep stirring it. It seems like a lot of liquid, but it will cook down. And next we're going to add the ground beef to our onions and pepper mixture. Once the onions get a little bit translucent and the green peppers get soft, you can go ahead and add the ground beef and just break it up into smaller chunks. I continue to break it up basically until I'm done cooking this. So just big chunks at the beginning is fine. And then don't forget to season every layer. So I added salt, pepper, and a little bit of cumin and a little bit of chili powder. Now I'm going to add this entire jar of the Hatch green chili sauce from the brand 505. This brand has sauces, salsas, and they range in heat, so make sure you're checking the heat. I used a mild one. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour in the rice. It still has a little bit of liquid left in the rice to cook, and then I just cover it with the meat mixture and let it sit. In the meantime, I'm going to put my bell pepper in the oven to roast. I've been preheating the oven to 400 degrees and just let it sit as long as the meat mixture is simmering. Wine break. I was getting very warm while I was cooking, so I had to take a sip of my wine. Let's get back to it. So at this point, your bell pepper has been roasting for about 15 to 20 minutes, so you can go ahead and take it out and then start stuffing it. By the way, make sure you season the bell pepper before you put it in the oven. I just use a tiny bit of olive oil or canola oil and a little bit of salt and pepper, just so that that bell pepper also has flavor. So I fill it up to the very top, and then I'm going to add some cheese to it. There's the cute little jack-o'-lantern face. Attempted. We'll say attempted jack-o'-lantern face. And then it goes back into the oven for another 15 minutes so that the cheese gets brown and bubbly. And voila, he is done. Oh, I almost dropped him.
I hope you guys enjoyed that recipe. I actually had leftovers from this meal like 2 or 3 times. It turned out so good. I love a one-pot meal that you can reheat day after day and it just keeps getting better. And this is definitely one of those meals. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now let's go decorate the house.
So this is a little before footage to see exactly what we were working with. This is our yard. We are renting this house. I absolutely love this house. There's tons of trees in the yard and it's really beautiful and lush. And this is my fiance, Jeff, and he's trying to hang this shroud. All of the houses in our neighborhood have these light posts in front of the houses. And so a lot of people have been decorating those and we thought this would be just super cute and spooky looking. And then I added the spider webs to this tree. I tried to spread them out as thinly as possible to make them look natural, but those spider webs are tough to work with. So next we're going to add a bunch of caution tape between the light pole and the tree, just to make it kind of look like a crime scene. We got this caution tape at Lowe's. I believe it was about $5, and it had a ton of tape on it. So we're going to save this to use for the next few Halloweens probably. And I loved how we did like this diagonal kind of look to make it really look like a crime scene. This was Jeff's idea. So next up were the inflatables. So this was also purchased from Lowe's. This is a big Jack Skellington pumpkin face. I believe it was about $100 at Lowe's. And we loved it. We love anything Disney, so we love Nightmare Before Christmas. And then I wanted all the pumpkins for our yard. So when I saw this one, I was like, we need this. And then we had these cute little floating ghosts. We had these from last year's decoration, and I believe those are actually from Target. We just put them in the tree using zip ties, and I had to use Jeff's height to get to the taller branches. And then we did stake these inflatables into the yard just so that they don't blow away because it does get windy in Vegas. So Jeff was able to just hammer in the stakes into the dirt, and we tied the tethers around the inflatables. So next up was this cute little trick and treats sign. I got this one at Walmart for about $15. We had to kind of construct the extension cords to make sure that everything was fitting. But this guy was super quick to blow up, and we quickly were able to tether him to the ground again so he doesn't blow away. And he does light up, as you'll see at the end. So at night his face just kind of glows and it looks super cute. And you can see Jeff kind of rearranging the wires there just so that no one trips. And then the last inflatable was this super cute 3 pumpkin stack that I was in charge of inflating. And I actually didn't realize that they have a zipper on the back, and so if you inflate them completely, you can unzip the zipper to get the air out. And I didn't realize the zipper was still open, and so it felt like it took forever for this thing to inflate, but that was why. So just make sure your zippers are closed when you're inflating. See, I'm like, what is wrong with this thing? Waiting.
Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a session of Home Ec with Julie Geck. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram and let me see your Halloween decorations. I'd love to live vicariously through you guys and see what everyone else is doing for the holiday. And if you do try the jack-o'-lantern stuffed bell peppers, make sure to tag me in those pictures too. So thanks so much again, and I'll see you in my next video.